Ooh, this smells so good and it looks so good. Oh my goodness. Right here, I have this Outin Nano portable espresso machine. I'm gonna go ahead and open this up and show you everything it comes with, and then we're gonna try it out. So before I take everything out, I wanted to show you the packaging. If you are getting this for a gift, I feel like this looks really nice. You can see everything is organized really nicely, and it has all of the measurements of how to make different types of coffee down here, like what exactly is the ratio for like a latte or a mocha or an Americano. So I think that's kind of cool. The thing I think is really cool about this portable espresso machine is that it not only can use ground coffee to make your little espresso, but it can also use one of the Nespresso Pods. I have one right here, for example. It can use any of these little mini Nespresso type pods. It has an adapter for that as well. So I do really like that. As far as other accessories, it does come with the little charger right here. It's just a type C to type C. And it does come with a little cup so that you can scoop in your coffee grounds and also use this to push down your coffee grounds as well. So let's look at the actual machine itself here. I picked this olive green color, which I really like. We have the power button right here. And then if you turn it around in the back, this is the little charge port. And then the top right here is where you're going to put your water. You can either put hot boiling water so that you don't have to boil it in here, or you can put cold water in here and it will boil it up for you to the right temperature. This inside part is all stainless steel, which I really like. And I don't know if you can see on the camera, but right here on the side, there is a little measurement for the water. It says a little max line, and then it has a 50 milliliter and a 70 milliliter little water line right in there. So I do like that that takes the guesswork out of knowing how much water you're putting in, especially if you're doing something like hiking or camping and you're not having measuring cups with you. And then right down here, this is the bottom part of the espresso machine. This is the actual cup that you can drink your espresso out of. I love that this is like an all-in-one piece. And then to detach this piece, you're just gonna twist it off. So this is where you can interchange either of these two pieces. This piece right here is gonna be for ground coffee, and this one is going to be for those Nespresso type pods. So you can see this one has a little space for the Nespresso pods, and this one has a little space in here for your actual ground coffee. I'm gonna go ahead and make some espresso in two different ways. I'm going to first start by using ground coffee, and then we're gonna do it again using the Nespresso pod. All right, we're making espresso from ground coffee. I have all the different pieces here. To start, we're gonna take this ground coffee adapter right here, and we're just going to open this up and fill it up with our ground coffee. I'm gonna use this little cup here to add the ground coffee in. We're gonna fill this about 80% full, but if you wanna be exact, it's gonna be about 5 to 6 grams. Okay, I have my ground coffee in here. I'm gonna fill this up about 5 to 6 grams of ground coffee. And then I'm actually gonna use the back of this little scoop here to push it down. All right, that looks perfect. Now we're gonna place the lid back onto this adapter and make sure that you're pushing it on nice and tight. Now I'm gonna place this right in here and screw on the portafilter. So we're gonna screw this on nice and tight. All right, perfect. So that's on correctly and nice and tight. Now I can place the cup down here underneath. And now we're gonna open the top of this espresso machine, and I'm gonna add 50 milliliters of water, which there is that little line in there. You can add cold water and this will actually heat it up for you, but I'm gonna add boiling water this time. Just note, if you do use cold water, it's going to take another minute or so longer, which is completely fine, especially if you don't have boiling water available. All right, you can see I have my 50 milliliters of hot water in here. And I'm gonna place my lid on. So here's where you're gonna do something a little bit different if you have either cold or hot water. This power button right here, you're gonna long press it for about 2 seconds if you're putting cold water in here so that it knows to heat up the water and then create the espresso. But if you already have hot water in here, you're just gonna double click this power button. That's what I'm gonna do. And you can see these little dots are going through, showing you that it is working through the process. Okay, wow, that was already done. That took about 1 minute from start to finish. That's so exciting. Ooh, this smells so good and it looks so good. Oh my goodness. To be able to have your espresso on the go, honestly, it's a game changer. I'm gonna go ahead and pour it in a clear espresso cup that I have just so you can see it a little bit better. Oh my goodness, you can see that looks so good. I'm just gonna add a little bit of cream to this. All right, and that is perfect. Now that we've made some espresso using ground coffee, let's go ahead and try it out with a little Nespresso pod. All right, now we have everything we need to make espresso using one of these little capsules here. So we're just gonna start by flipping this over. I already have the portafilter off. So what we're gonna do is we have the little capsule adapter here. I'm gonna place my capsule upside down inside of this piece right here. And then when you have your capsule in this position, you're just gonna push it down until you hear a click. Okay, so I heard a little click in there and you can see that it is nice and firmly in place. And now we're gonna put on the portafilter and push this firmly into place as well. And now we're gonna place this piece into the portafilter and you just wanna make sure that this is in all the way. And you can tell by looking at this little crack right in here. So this is nice and firmly in place. And now we're gonna screw it onto this piece. And I'm gonna screw it in nice and tight. And then we're going to attach this cup. And we can flip it over and now it's time to add the water. Then we're gonna secure the lid. And then again, if you put cold water in the water reservoir, you're going to push and hold this power button for 2 seconds. It will heat up the water and then make your little espresso here. I did put hot water in here, and so I'm just gonna double click this power button. Okay, amazing. That's already nice and done. You can see the little espresso shot down here in the bottom. I'm just gonna remove this top part. Ooh, that looks so good in there. I'm gonna go ahead and pour this in a little clear espresso glass so that you can see it a little bit better. Ooh, that looks so delicious. All right, I'm just gonna add a little bit of cream because that's the way I like my espresso. Perfect, now we're good to go. Overall, I love how easy and accessible this portable espresso machine is. At first, I was thinking this is something that I might take on a road trip or camping when I don't have access to my regular at-home kitchen. But honestly, if you don't have an espresso at home and you don't have the counter space or for whatever reason, I feel like this is such a good option to still be able to enjoy your espresso while not taking up so much space, and you can honestly even take this on the go.